Perfect. Hi, I'm Eric Martin. I'm a video design specialist and I teach digital media production at a local high school. So I was just in the control room finishing up a project for some studio work, and now here I am at my editing station working on a different project. So today I want to talk to you about what I do in the video production world. You see, video production is basically the entire process of creating video. Whether you're working on a short film, a full-length movie, some studio work, a business marketing video, a television commercial, a music video, or any other type of film, the project may vary a little with the specifics, but the overall process is basically the same.
So this basic process can be broken down into three subcategories: pre-production, production, and post-production. These three subcategories include all aspects of video production, from the moment an idea pops into your head to the moment the video is released to the public. So I want to take a little bit of time here to provide you with a clear definition of video production by explaining the entire process. We start with pre-production. This is the planning stage. There's no recording during this process. It's just preparation. So an idea is formed, the script is written, the cast is selected, the audio and video crew members are chosen. Now, sometimes you're going to be working with a team, but other times you're going to do it all by yourself. Everything is organized in preparation for the recording process. Scene locations are selected. The script is edited and revised if necessary. An outline of the entire recording process is created. There's many more additional factors that have to be reviewed as well. Proper lighting for each scene is critical. Sunlight and artificial lighting do not often mix well, so the time of day, the weather conditions, and the location for each scene must be carefully chosen. I always say you're going to spend most of your time here in the pre-production stage, because if it's all well planned out, then it's going to be well executed. So you want to have everything planned out in advance so that when you enter the next stage, everything's just going to go smooth. So once all of your cast and crew have been hired and your script has been edited and approved and you got everything planned out, then the actual production process can begin. Your crew and your cast members all travel to each location and set up, and each scene is shot multiple times from multiple angles until you get it just right. Then everyone moves to the next scene location, and this process keeps repeating until every scene you need has been shot. Once each scene has been properly shot, then it's time to move on to the next stage, which is post-production. Post-production covers all the actions that are performed after the actual filming has been completed. This includes importing all of your footage and organizing it and syncing your audio and your video and editing your audio and your video. And this is where you'll add in your special effects and your motion graphics. There are many businesses that offer video production as a service. This allows companies and individuals that don't have any filmmaking experience to create marketing videos or other business-related videos to enhance their company image and to showcase their products and services.
This is what I do. I help individuals, corporations, and educational institutions create video content. They use this video to generate leads in order to help them sell something. They use it to help distribute information, and they use it to help train employees, and a whole lot of other stuff. Now, I offer my clients full-service video production, which means that I could do all three stages of the production process for them. Remember, those three stages are pre-production, production, and post-production. So I can write the script and plan everything out, I can film it all, and I could edit it all together. I could also provide them with voiceovers and motion graphics, which are the moving elements that you've been seeing through this video. I've even created logos and opening sequences for my clients. Now, obviously, it took me a while to learn how to do all of this, and it took me a ton of practice to do it well. But there's never been a better time for you to start your own production company. The state of the industry has been in a full-blown revolution for over a decade now, and video production continues to find new avenues.
Now, whether you're starting small and looking to shoot some solo or DIY projects, or maybe you already have like this business idea in your head and you got some friends that you want to go in on it with, here are 7 things that you need to get your own video production company up and running. You'll need to come up with a name, and you should make your business an LLC, a limited liability company. Now, this doesn't have to be the first step you take. You can always gear up, find some clients, start working as an individual freelancer first. But settling on a company name and filing the LLC paperwork should be your first official act of business. Now, choosing a name can be really fun, but it could also be a lot more work than you'd think. You'll need to find something clever, of course, that reflects yourself and your business, but it has to be unique and it can't infringe on any other company's name. So you're going to have to do some research to make sure that your business name doesn't copy somebody else's business name. For filing your LLC, you have to register and incorporate your business with your local state government. Now, this is really important because it's ultimately going to protect you in case of damages or debt. But listen, it can't save you from bad business decisions, okay? You should also consider setting up a business bank account and have insurance in your business's name. So basically what this does, it protects you in case someone decides that they want to sue you for something. Instead of suing you personally, they sue your company, which is separate from you and your personal money. Number 2 on my list of things that you'll need is a website. You're going to need a website for your company. All right, video production websites vary in size and specialty, but you need a spot on the web for people to find you where you could share your company's work contact info. And from there, you could build all kinds of pages on your website about your pricing and about your special projects and whatever you want. Getting started with a website's pretty quick, easy, and cheap, especially with all those templates available from the major hosting companies like Wix or Squarespace. You could even use social video channels like Vimeo or YouTube as you start out, just to get your name out there. Even a strong Instagram or a Facebook page can help direct people to find you and get clients to come your way. Number 3 on my list of things that you'll need to get started is relevant work. On your website, your social media pages, or in person, you're going to want to promote your work as an example of your production company's capabilities. Now, if you're just starting out, you can always use some old video that you've already shot, or what I would recommend is you go out and you create some fresh demo video. Now, ideally, once you get a client and do a job for somebody, this piece will be one of your best examples moving forward that you can use. A video describing your services is great if you have a standout niche, but if you have competition, then your video's got to show your potential customer why they should choose your company over your competitor's company. So for this reason, you might achieve better results by creating several short videos, each targeted for a specific demographic. So maybe you have a demo video for social media advertising. Maybe you have a demo video for client testimonials. And these videos can then be distributed through the correct platforms to reach the maximum number of people who might be interested in your company's services. Number 4 on my list, and this is really great when you're starting out, you want to find a go-to rental resource. Now, many people try telling you that owning your own equipment is absolutely necessary, but it's actually really possible to start a video production company before you even own a camera. A project-by-project camera rental model is a great way to start a business if you're looking to save hard cash at the beginning. Now, if there aren't any of these rental houses in your area, then check out some online rental platforms like Lens Rentals or Borrow Lenses or ShareGrid. Number 5 is to find a good base camera. Eventually. Now, if you're ready to invest because you've been shooting consistently, now is one of the best times to buy a camera. Not only is the mirrorless camera revolution heating up, but prices for cameras that have just recently been outpaced by newer models or updates are dropping to very reasonable levels. In fact, you could find some really good entry-level cameras for under $1,000. Number 6, you're going to want to think about audio and lighting setups. Now, just like my camera rental advice, making hard investments in audio and lighting and other video production gear is not always necessary. Until you've proven that you need to buy rather than renting additional gear, renting can be a great way to stay within your budget, and you could even streamline your billing by passing the rental costs directly to your clients. But there's always great options once you're ready to invest. Audio is pretty straightforward. You'll need a couple go-to mics. I would recommend a shotgun mic and a lapel mic. Lighting is a little more open-ended. You could mix and match kits. You could even use DIY and other creative options for your lighting. All right, and finally, number 7 on my list of the 7 things that you'll need to start your own video production company: friends and resources. When you're starting solo, you have to think in terms of what you can accomplish by yourself versus what another person would add and cost. Once you find yourself with a full-time team, the game becomes finding the best ways to maximize everyone's time and effort. Either way, having a strong network of shooters, editors, and producers is very helpful.
For video production to be successful, there must be much more behind it than just a person with a camera. The video must be targeted and shot, encoded, exported, and distributed correctly, or the video will only reach a small number of potential customers. Many videographers run their own business or do freelance work. They submit bids, they write contracts, they get permission to shoot on locations that might not be open to the public. And they also get copyright protection for their work, and they keep financial records. Now, a full-service videographer like myself gets paid for each job they complete. Your price depends entirely on your experience, but it's not unheard of to be paid $1,000 or more for a 15-second ad. Just remember, you're probably going to be working about 40 hours on that 15-second ad.
Now, maybe running the whole business thing isn't for you. You can still pursue a career as an editor or a camera operator. Many editors and camera operators put their creative work online, and if it becomes popular, they gain more recognition, which can lead to future employment or freelance opportunities. Most editor and camera operator positions do require a bachelor's degree in a field related to film or broadcasting, such as communications. Many colleges offer courses in cinematography or video editing software too. Coursework usually involves a mix of film theory with practical hands-on training. Editors might complete a brief period of on-the-job training, and some employers may offer new employees training in the types of specialized editing software those employers use. Many editors eventually specialize in one type of editing software, but beginners, you should be familiar with as many types as possible. Now, the projected percent change in employment from now to the year 2026 is 12% growth, which is faster than average. The average growth rate for all occupations is 7%. Experienced film and video editors and camera operators with creativity and leadership skills can advance to overseeing their own projects. Editors may demonstrate competence in various types of editing software by earning certification, like I did, which is generally offered by different software vendors. Certification requires passing a pretty tough exam, and you could prepare for the exam on your own, you could take online tutorials, or actual classroom instruction. So by now you're probably wondering, how much do film and video editors and camera operators make? Well, on average, they make about $59,000 a year, or about $28 an hour. If your school offers a video production class or even a photography class, this would be a great place to learn some of the basics. And if those classes aren't offered, then go volunteer to help do some production work at your church, or at your city hall, or even your local access TV station. The future of digital media production is going to be online content creation. Just look at YouTube. But even more than that, online advertising is huge, and it's just going to get bigger and better. If you can figure out how to capture someone's attention with a 15-second ad, you're going to be very successful. A few good jobs for beginners would be a production assistant, an assistant camera operator, a gaffer, an editing room assistant, an assistant director, or even a master control operator for live switching.
Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this next part because you need to hear it. A lot of young people are just too afraid of being judged or having their work judged, so they never finish anything they start. And if you can't see a project through to completion, you won't get paid. You won't succeed in this industry if you don't finish what you start. Now, there may be some great content creators out there. You might even be one of them. But we're never going to know about it because these people are too afraid to complete the final step of putting their work out there for people to see. Listen, nobody's perfect. You're going to create some really good content over time, but you're also going to create some really bad content as well. And it's through these failures that we learn and grow and get better. If you're not failing every now and then you're not pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone to learn anything new in order to get better. To be successful, you need grit. In other words, you need to keep getting up after you've been knocked down. And if you're not getting knocked down every once in a while, then you're not pushing yourself hard enough to ever do anything great. So put yourself out there, volunteer, get experience, create, and feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you might have along the way.